Let's start with scary and move towards the most terrifying stories on internet. Number 10. The Deep Web Red Room Signal. For years, people whispered about red rooms. Live streams where terrible things supposedly happened for money. Most believed they were only myths. Until one night, when a strange broadcast appeared without warning on an obscure deep web relay. A teenager browsing hidden forums noticed a new link titled only, "Do not watch." He clicked it. The screen flickered. A dimly lit room appeared, empty, except for a chair facing the camera. Nothing moved. Nothing breathed. Yet the boy felt watched. A stick figure-like person with a blank white head slowly entered the frame. But something was wrong. Its movements were stiff, broken, like a puppet dragged on invisible strings. It stared directly into the camera, as if it could see through it. Then a distorted message flashed. "Someone is watching you too." The boy froze. His webcam light turned on by itself. The figure in the video lifted its hand. His webcam glitched. Then the figure lifted its hand higher, and a shadow behind the boy lifted too, long and wrong, as if a monster was standing behind him. The stream cut to black. When he tried to revisit the link, it had vanished. The forum account that posted it? Deleted. The entire server it was hosted on disappeared the next day. People still argue whether red rooms are real, but the boy never logged onto the deep web again, because he swears the shadow behind him that night didn't belong to him. Number 9. The Vanishing Discord Friend. In 2019, a small group of friends on Discord noticed something strange. One member, Liam, had gone silent for almost a week. No messages, no game activity, no voice chat, but every night, around 3:14 a.m., his profile would turn online for exactly 2 minutes. When they checked his status, it showed the same chilling message. "Watching you." At first, they thought he was joking, until one night someone finally screen recorded it. Liam's microphone light turned green, and they heard breathing, slow, heavy, and not human. They typed frantically, "Liam, are you okay?" No response, only the breathing. Then something else happened. His profile picture, usually an anime avatar, suddenly changed. It became a white head, staring straight forward, with a wide, stretched smile. Moments later, the breathing stopped. A distorted voice whispered, "He's not here anymore." Then his account went offline. Permanently. The next morning, one friend tried calling Liam's phone. It rang only once. Then played a low whisper, "Don't follow." Liam was never seen online again, and his Discord account was deleted without any confirmation email. His friends still swear that every year on the same date, a new Discord account appears in their recommended list, with the same smiling face, and the same status, "Watching you." Number 8. The Roommate I Never Met. When Kabir moved into his new flat, the landlord mentioned casually, "Your roommate works nights. You may not see him often." Fair enough, Kabir thought. For the first week, Kabir never saw the guy, but he felt him. The bedroom door on the left was always half open when Kabir woke up, even though he kept closing it. The bathroom light would be on at 3 a.m. A mug he never used kept appearing in the sink. He assumed his roommate was just quiet and strange. One night, while scrolling his phone, Kabir heard footsteps in the hall. He opened his door to say hi. The hall was empty. Then came a soft knock from inside the roommate's room. "Hey, you okay in there?" Kabir asked. Silence. He pushed the door slightly. Inside, the room was completely dusty, untouched, and clearly hadn't been lived in for years. Old spider webs. No clothes. No bags. No sign of anyone. But on the desk was a single sheet of paper. "Stop opening my door." Kabir left the house that night. The landlord still insists. "You're mistaken. That room has been locked since the last tenant died. No one has lived there since." The Ghost Man. A gamer joined a random Discord voice chat after receiving a mysterious invite. Only one user was inside. No profile picture, blank username. He said nothing, just breathed. The gamer tried to leave, but the disconnect button froze. Suddenly, his webcam turned on. A distorted stick figure face appeared on screen. Not in the call, in his room's reflection behind him. He slammed the laptop shut, but the call kept going on his phone, even though he never opened Discord there. It finally ended when the unknown user simply said, "See you soon." Number 6. The Backrooms lost footage. Your filmmaker was testing a new camera with his friends when the ground beneath him suddenly shifted. He fell far longer than gravity should allow, landing on old yellow carpet soaked with something damp. He stood slowly, his white round stick figure head trembling as he looked around. The room stretched forever. He called out. His voice echoed unnaturally, bouncing in directions that didn't exist. He began recording. The footage showed long, endless corridors, all identical, all wrong. Shadows where no shadows should be. Corners that didn't obey geometry. Sometimes the walls pulsed, like they were breathing. Then he heard it, a faint tapping, followed by footsteps, but not like a person, more like something learning how to walk. He whispered into the camera, swearing the shadows were moving behind him. They were. Something tall, something stretched, peered around a far corner, glowing eyes blinking out of sync. He ran. The lights flickered violently as the creature's footsteps grew louder, faster, closer. Rooms twisted, hallways rearranged, doorways vanished just before he reached them. He aimed the camera behind him for only one frame and captured it. A long-limbed stick-figure monster, body bent, head scraping the ceiling, grinning a wide glowing mouth. He screamed. The camera dropped. Footsteps thundered. Static swallowed the recording. When authorities found the camera weeks later, it was sitting on a rooftop miles away, completely dry, but the footage was still damp. No trace of the cameraman was ever found. Only the endless hum of those lights and the sound of something walking behind the walls. Number 5. The Elisa Lam elevator footage. In 2013, at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, 21-year-old Elisa Lam stepped into an elevator, and the camera recorded her final known moments. She entered looking tense, glancing over her shoulder as if someone had followed her. She pressed multiple buttons, one after another, but the elevator refused to move. The doors stayed open, frozen, almost like something was holding them in place. Elisa stepped in and out repeatedly, staring into the hallway with wide, frightened eyes. Her hands moved in strange, deliberate gestures, as if she was speaking to someone the camera couldn't see. Then she suddenly walked away and vanished from the frame. Right after she left, the elevator doors closed and began moving normally again. Weeks later, hotel guests complained their water tasted strange. A maintenance worker checked the rooftop tanks, each difficult to access, each sealed. Inside one of them was Elisa. The rooftop door was locked and alarmed, yet no alarm had ever gone off. The heavy tank lid was shut, even though it required significant force. And the elevator footage released to the public had missing time, moments erased with no explanation. No one knows how she got to the roof. No one knows who or what she saw in that hallway. And no one knows what happened in the missing minutes before she disappeared. Her final moments remain one of the internet's most unsettling mysteries. Number 4. The Grinning Man. For years, people online have reported meeting a tall, thin man with an unnatural, frozen smile. He appears in lonely streets, empty bus stops, and abandoned parking lots. Witnesses say he doesn't blink. He just smiles, too wide, too still, until you look away. When you turn back, he's gone. Those who see him often report nightmares for weeks and an overwhelming sense of déjà vu, like they've met him before in a place they can't remember. Some call him a hallucination. Others call him a warning. But everyone agrees. If you ever see the Grinning Man, do not smile back. Number 3. The Gable film creature. In 2007, a strange home movie clip began spreading across forums. A grainy 1970s-style film, a family barbecue, kids playing, nothing unusual, until the camera suddenly cut to a man hiking through the woods. Wind blowing, leaves cracking, something watching. At first, viewers thought it was just a normal forest video. But then, the creature appeared. Pale, animal-like monster, crawling low to the ground. Its limbs too long, its movement too smooth, like a human walking on all fours. The man filming froze. The creature didn't. Charged. There was a violent shake. A scream. The camera fell. Then the screen went black. People online named it the Gable film creature. Some said it was a deformed bear. Others said it was the legendary dogman of Michigan. But what made the video truly disturbing was the second film that surfaced later. A police investigation scene. A body torn apart. Claw marks that didn't match any animal in the area. The victim's camera was crushed, but inside the remains, they found the damaged roll of film. The same film that was uploaded online. No one ever found the creature again. There were no tracks, no DNA, nothing. Number 2. The mirror that looked back. There are mirrors that show your reflection, and then there are mirrors that wait for you to look at them. When Rhea moved into her new apartment, she found an old mirror left behind by the previous tenant. Tall, heavy, framed in dark wood, almost like it belonged in a different century. That night, while unpacking, she noticed something strange. When she walked past the mirror, her reflection didn't move at the same time. It lagged, just half a second. Barely noticeable, almost like a glitch. She thought it was just her imagination. Until the reflection smiled. And she didn't. Rhea froze. The reflection stood perfectly still, except for the smile slowly stretching wider and wider until it looked wrong. She backed away. The reflection didn't move. That's when she realized the reflection wasn't copying her anymore. It was watching her. The lights flickered. The mirror surface rippled like water. And the reflection stepped closer, pressing its hand against the glass from inside. Rhea ran to the door, but it slammed shut on its own. She heard faint tapping from inside the mirror, like fingernails on glass. She turned around. Her reflection was gone, but the mirror showed her room, and someone standing right behind her. A hand gripped her shoulder. The next morning, her landlord entered to check on her. The apartment was empty, but the mirror, it was gone. Number 1. The Max Headroom signal hijacking. In 1987, a quiet Sunday night broadcast in Chicago suddenly broke. 1 second, a sports reporter was talking. The next, the screen flickered, twisted, and collapsed into darkness. Then a face appeared, a stick figure head, white and round, wearing a crooked plastic mask. A distorted, jerky version of Max Headroom. But this wasn't the real character. This one tilted its head in unnatural angles, moving like a puppet with broken strings, laughing with a glitching metallic echo. No one knew how someone broke into a major TV signal. It wasn't possible with normal equipment. The distorted figure wiggled violently as a sheet of metal swung behind him, like he was trapped inside some claustrophobic room. The silhouette of another stick figure moved behind the camera, too tall, too thin, watching silently. Then the voice changed, low, whispering, almost chanting. The broadcast cut abruptly, only to return minutes later on a different channel, even stranger. The figure leaned so close to the camera that only its glowing round eyes and twisted grin filled the screen. His movements glitching like reality itself was lagging. Then, static, screeching, and the final frame burned into viewers' minds. The masked stick figure held up a single object, a dirty glove, and whispered, "I made this for you." Then the signal ended. Forever. To this day, no one has identified the hacker or the tall, shadowed figure behind the camera. The FBI couldn't trace it. Experts said the equipment needed didn't exist outside government labs. Some say the man in the mask wasn't human at all, just something pretending to be, something that learned how to hijack a signal so it could speak to us.